Hello everyone and welcome to Tree of Life Tarot. My name is Katie and this is going to be the reading for Thursday, April 2nd. So let's see what we've got. See what energy we've got for this day. Temperance. I saw that one quite a bit in the pre-shuffle, so I'm not surprised she's coming out. No, that's not it. It does feel like, especially with the full moon in Libra yesterday. Oh, goodness. Well, I was about to say a beautiful rebalancing of the energies. Uh-oh. Well, looks like we've still got some lingering heartbreak to deal with. So, Temperance is balancing things out. She is alchemizing. She is a beautiful flow. Temperance, sign of Sagittarius, a card that represents the sign of Sagittarius. I just shuffled, I just picked the deck up and this card wanted to come out as well. So you know what, I'm going to take it because I feel like we need it. So what I'm getting here is alchemizing negative thoughts, alchemizing stuck places. I spoke in the reading for the full moon, sorry, I keep saying new moon, full moon, if you go back and watch that, there was a sense of re-entering the flow after kind of a prolonged period of stuckness. So, yeah, that card came out too. I'm just going to keep pulling cards right now. It feels like we need to get some things on the board to kind of see what's going on here. Temperance feels a bit self-explanatory here. It does feel like, oops, like doing what's necessary. I'm not taking 3 cards. Doing what's necessary to break out of that. And when I say doing what's necessary, I'm not talking about forcing it, but it's how do we turn it into something else. Okay, and there's our 3 of Wands. Bottom of the deck. Tower. So, sudden change, unexpected developments. And if that's sort of what's going on beneath the surface, there's our Juggler. That could be what's causing some of this anxiety here. There's change happening, but the change is in a positive direction. This guy's riding home victorious. So our Temperance is you know, where do we, I'm looking at these 2 cups right here, where she's pouring between. Where do we need to pour out and where do we need to receive? But I think this might be a case of needing to receive a bit more, because this has become a bit stagnant. So let's come down here. We have the 7 of Swords. So this can be lying, stealing, cheating, if that's what's going on in the environment. That's obviously a difficult card. I'm interested in our 2 major arcanas here, our Emperor and our Hermit. I'm getting here, there's like a domineering energy here. This is, you know, our Emperor is that, can be that wonderful divine masculine here, but coming out with the 7 of Swords, I'm wondering if there is some kind of domineering energy, or what feels to you, even if it's not explicit, like a domineering energy that you want to be out from underneath. That is making you feel like the 7 of Swords. Like, you know, this guy is a survivalist. He's just, you know, you can read this negatively, but you can also read it as he's kind of doing what he's got to do. He's protecting his own interests. And why does he feel the need to protect his own interests? Well, he may be under the thumb of an Emperor. With our 8 of Pentacles here, this is working and mastering and learning something new. So this is coming to rely on your own skills, because I'm reading the Hermit as you here. coming to rely on your own wisdom, knowledge, and skills in order to find a new way forward. So there is not this, reliance. And whether this is like a traditional job, whether this is a person that you find yourself thinking has more, knows more, that you give away your energy to, sorry, not your energy, but your power and your free thinking to. Something that feels like it is battle tested, but it's also not going anywhere because it's found its place. And this may be as simple as you're trying to do something. There's an established way. This is, that's more of a Hierophant card, but I am getting a little bit of Hierophant vibes from this right now. There's an established way of doing things. There's somebody you admire and look up to, and maybe this is how they got there, but you're kind of coming in to say, you know what? I actually might have a different way. And that different way may be off the beaten path. That may be why, we're learning here. And this, our Three of Wands here, looking to the horizon, expecting something new, looking at new possibilities. So this is definitely one of getting out from what's established and establishing your own way. And maybe with our Tower here, by following this way, something didn't work out. But let's see what else the cards. Well, I am not surprised to see the Hierophant. I was really feeling the Hierophant as I was just talking. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Oh, hold on. I got cards flying here. Okay. 9 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles. Nope, not that one. This one. Oh, that's 2 cards. Okay. Okay, bottom of the deck, 7 of Pentacles. So the work's been put in. There's an element of patience here. You're going to have to wait for this whole thing to grow a bit. So this may be unfolding slowly. So our Hierophant with our 7 of Swords, that pretty much confirms what I was saying. There is sort of an established order. And, I don't want to say the established order is corrupt. It doesn't have to be that big of a thing. It just could be, it's either causing you to feel 7 of Swords, feel like an insecure and a need to protect your own interests. It could be forcing you into that kind of behavior if there's a lack of ethics in the environment. And it just could be that this way isn't working and it's not something you're feeling good about. And not speaking of not feeling good about it, here's our Nightmare card. Here's our 9 of Swords beneath the Emperor. So I'm taking that as confirmation that this Emperor is actually causing some anxiety. Whether this Emperor is a person, a situation, a way of doing things, is just causing that stress. And if it's like you trying to fit yourself in the Emperor's box, because whoever you admire has done it that way, and it's not working for you, and you're staying up all night beating yourself up, saying, why isn't it working for me? Why is this so hard? That's where this is coming from. Because this may not be your way. So here, I actually love this. We have the 8 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles. So this is, and this 9 of Pentacles, she is resourced all around her. She is in her own element. Look how just like luxurious and abundant she is. And the point of this isn't having the luxury and the abundance. The point of this is her resources are all around her. They're hers. They're not somebody else's. She's not asking this guy for permission to do it her way. She's already in her way. It's coming from a very authentic place. So this work, whatever you're developing, this for some of you is definitely going to be a business. But this could take many forms, whatever you're working on, however you're trying to move forward. Your way is the best way. Interesting, look at this. We've got 3 9s all together here. Do we have the 9? No, we do not have the 9 of Cups. Okay. But these 3 9s. Now, 9 of Wands with the Hermit. This is our wounded warrior. He's definitely got some battle scars, definitely a bit weary. But that weariness with the Hermit is what's getting him to go within. You know, sometimes we won't do our internal work or look in until we're banged up enough, you know, to be like, okay, something's got to give. Something's got to change here. So our 9 of Wands, and maybe looking to the Hermit, because the Hermit has the star in his lantern. That's healing, hope, and inspiration. He's following that star. So maybe looking for healing. Maybe that's what's driving him there. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is, love this. Ace of Pentacles with our 3 of Wands. Our 3 of Wands person here is expectant, looking to the horizon, seeing what's to come. And here's that Ace of Pentacles. This is what he's looking for, the tangible new arrival. And this is the tangible new arrival right here. So it's coming. It's all in the works, but this is definitely saying you've got to take ownership of your own process and your own way of doing things. Let me see if there's anything else. I feel like I want to pull one more card just for some advice. There it is, right there. Hanged Man, finding a new perspective. Bottom of the deck, for what it's worth, is the 5 of Pentacles. And I don't want this to spook you. That's not a spooky card in this moment. It just might be confirming that going through this process with this anxiety might have you feeling a little bit out in the cold and might have you in some concern around resources. But the journey and the advice here is very clear. And this Hanged Man is confirming. That's the advice, looking at it from a different perspective. So whatever this is you're working on, you've got the victory card here. You've got the tangible new beginning arriving. It's looking good. So find the new perspective to do it your way. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.